in right now though. We got some catching up to do.
Oh,
I've been looking for him for a long time, so I finally caught up to him.
What's up, everybody? I got Ha Ha Clinton Dix in my house.
Man, you know we hanging out, man. We here for a little while, man. We chilling though, man. We having a good time.
Yeah, dude. When I was telling people that you were gonna come to my house, like it's insane. Like, first of all, most people didn't believe me.
Of course, I knew they weren't gonna believe me. I figured you might tell a couple people when they wouldn't believe you, but it's all right. We here today though, so they just missed out.
So, how come you're back in Green Bay?
Well, I came back to Green Bay, of course, when I was traded during the middle of the season. I had to leave right then and there. I left probably at 7 p.m. that night, and I had to catch a flight. I had to leave all my belongings here. So now that the season is over, I just had my daughter back in February, the beginning of February, and I had to come back and clean my place out. So that's why I'm here now.
Yeah, I saw you had a baby. Congratulations for sure. And yeah, I saw that you did some stuff at the Boys and Girls Club. So what was it? Was that just you stopping by, or?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The Boys and Girls Club has been near and dear to my heart since I was a kid growing up. In my community, we had a Boys and Girls Club, but we spent a lot of time at. Probably more time we spend there than at home. So I know how important the Boys and Girls Club is to the community. I was a member of the Boys and Girls Club, so I definitely wanted to stop by and give a generous donation and say goodbye to the fellow students who work there and who go there for aftercare.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at the Boys and Girls Club as a kid too. So that's definitely awesome. I know that you do a lot of stuff. I don't think people realize like how much you do, like how much you give back. And like I just want to scream it to everybody. Like, dude, there's especially with like just a lot of athletes that when one athlete does one thing bad,
right,
they'll kill you.
Okay.
But they don't want to talk about all the great things in the community. Even after you left, you came back and continued it, and that's just awesome.
Oh, most definitely. It's like if you do one thing bad, like you said, they're gonna hound you forever. But they don't realize the 30 good things you did in the community. But you know, you're not getting recognized that for a pat on the back. It's all coming from the heart. So the guys who do it from the heart, they don't really care about the outside noise, you know. Yeah.
All right. So now I want to just talk about like how we met or like how we started talking, because it's actually really crazy. Because like one day I was making videos, you know, because you watch like Gary Vee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you follow each other.
Yeah.
And so I used to make memes. I was just like a meme page,
uh-huh,
and I'd make stupid, silly memes. And a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you need to check out Gary Vee, because he is, you know, he's talking all this stuff." So I started watching him. I'm like, man, I should just start making content about the Packers, because I used to do videos of my eyes on Vine back in the day. I used to have like 20,000 followers. So
okay.
Following, but then on the Packer one, I was like, I could really destroy my account, or you know, I could do something.
Right.
So then I just started making the videos, and then one day my sister texted me, and she's like, "Hey, I think Ha Ha Clinton Dix is gonna follow you on Twitter." And I was like, "Why the hell would he do that?" And she's like, "My web designer is his web designer," and then I think how it was is like, I think his name's Tim.
Yep, Tim Evans. Yep, Tim.
Yeah. And I've talked to him a few times before that since then, but she said he saw all my videos. So I think she followed me. She's like, "Who is that guy?"
Right.
I was like, "I'm gonna send him this video," and then. I think you followed me, and then on Instagram I started tagging you. And then that story you did with the Cleveland, that's how it started.
Right, so I had been seeing you for a while on Twitter, and I think I was following Tim already, and that's how I ended up discovering you. Was through Tim. I think he might have retweeted something, you did something, I don't know. But I ended up following you on Instagram, and I think I was just playing around with my new shoe.
Yeah, you were just like joking around.
I had no clue that you were going to make your own clip up and send it back to me, and it was just so funny.
Yeah, That's kind of like what I was doing like at that time. I was trying to think, cause not a lot of players like post stuff that you could try to interact with.
Right.
Like you make chop it up and make your own. But like you did that, and I was like, man, I gotta make this and do like. I didn't think it would do what it was. I didn't think you'd repost. I didn't think that you would, you know, do all that.
The fact that you took that much time into thinking of a concept to match what I was doing in the locker room and made it funny as hell. I had to repost it. You know, that was natural. You know, it's not something you were just trying to think of something funny. It was like it was natural as hell, man. I thought it was funny. As soon as I posted it, like I got so many, you know, responses about who is that guy? How you know him? Blah 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 blah. This I really like that. And I'm like, shit, I don't know. I guess I gotta ask him these questions because I really don't know. And He just started from there.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, but like I got so much reaction too. Like people were like messaging me like, "Yo, Ha Ha just reposted you." Like, yeah, I know. You think I didn't see that? And like people at work, like just like everybody, like because then they're like, you and Ha Ha are best friends.
Right. and that's what it felt like. The fact that our relationship started on Instagram and by us making videos through Instagram. Now we didn't have each other's cell phones. We weren't communicating. You know, I just got up and just started talking to the phone, and you just found ways to make a conversation.
That's what some people at work, because people at work are like, how does he have time to do that? You know, I was like, yeah, he's just sending me like random stuff, and I just make it work. I was like, he's just in between practice or whatever time.
If I'm at the airport, I'll do it. If I'm at the beach, I'll do it. It's like I'm
I just try to
maybe a minute, and you find ways to maze through it.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, right? And like whenever I got one too, I was like, all right, I'm jacked. So then I have a buddy who like I'll send him to, like only one person, my buddy Ben, and I'll be like, hey, is this good? Is this funny? I mean, sometimes people are like, yeah, it's good, or else they'll say, why don't you try this?
Right.
And I like him because he's like honest. I make garbage, he'll be like, oh, that's trash.
So he had jokes too.
Yeah, he'll.
You got him on a podcast, man.
Yeah. He actually has his own podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Green Bay guy. I don't know if you ever seen him on Instagram.
I probably have.
But anyways, he's good people. Actually, Tom Crabtree, because I had his podcast before, and then it didn't work out. The audio was crap. I just decided to shut it down and then start over. And Tom Crabtree was supposed to be on my first guest.
Okay, I did see that.
And I was texting with him, and I was like, "Yo, Ha Ha just messaged me, and he's gonna come to my house, and like, and he's like, well, let him go first."
Right.
So I wanted to give a shout out to Crabtree because I didn't want to like disrespect him.
Oh no,
because when he was like way back in the day,
right,
when nobody was talking to me, like he used to when he was playing, they won a Super Bowl I think that year, and he was at a Dane Cook concert. I followed him on Twitter, and I said, hey, I'm going to that Dane Cook concert too, and then he's like, oh, okay, cool, maybe I'll see you there, and it's kind of like. Right. And then he messaged me that day at the Dane Cook concert and said, hey, my wife couldn't go. You want to meet Dane Cook? I got a meet and greet ticket. So by that time, though, I was drinking. He might have regretted that decision. But it was like, I think we've talked about it when he was on. But he's a really good dude. That's why I wanted to. I'm going to have him on my next episode. But he was like, no, you got to have Ha Ha. He's like,
shut up the time, man. I look forward to hearing you on here, man. Coming soon.
Exactly, that's gonna be great. So, like, what do you got coming up? Like, you got any like charity stuff? And
well, I have an event coming up really soon. I'm getting ready to find a Boys and Girls Club here in Green Bay, in the county, in the area, and put up my second headquarters. I still have a headquarters to put up here because of the money I raised at my foundation before I was traded. So I'm going to make sure I plant that seed here as well to give these kids more opportunities to be successful. And after that, man, I'm going to go back home and, just relax, man. There's a free agency that's coming up really soon. I'm excited about it. I've been working my ass off since I was in high school. Check my resume, man. It doesn't lie. I've been #1 since I was in high school to college. And, I've been working my ass off to be the best since I was playing here in Green Bay. So I just look forward to this opportunity and really being able to change my family's history on this next contract.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. Like, I think that big things are coming for you, and I love it. I gotta say, like, actually, I was talking to Tom Crabtree about it. I was like, what athlete comes to a fan's house? Like, I just want to say, like, how great of just good you are with the fans. I think any team that gets you is like super, and just your playing ability and everything. And I don't even know why you're a free agent.
That's part of the business, man. It's business decisions that have to be made, and they did what was best for them. BG, man, the GM BG, he was a great guy to me, even before he came GM here. And, we would sit and have conversations, and he would listen to me if he asked me about a certain player. He would go out and get him and bring him in for a workout. He thought highly of me, man. And when I sat down and met with him after I got ready to clean up my locker, man, we just had a great conversation. And he told me, man, if Washington didn't give me enough, that he would definitely welcome me back in with open arms. So, Brian Gutekunst, man, I've always been a fan of him, and I have a ton of respect for that guy, for sure. Yeah,
people are asking me, they're like, do you think that they should bring Hal back like that? I'd love it. Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
No, I don't think that'll happen now. I don't think that'll happen. I think I'm done here in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't know a lot, but I think that usually when they trade someone new.
Right. They're gonna let him go on. But you know, Tremont came back.
Yeah, you never know. Oh yeah, there's a lot of.
There's a lot of them that come back here and go out with a bang or continue to just enjoy this atmosphere, man. There's no other place like this. Just seeing both sides of it now, coming from Washington to Green Bay, it's like night and day, man. This organization here is special. It's awesome, man. It's a blessing to be here. And sometimes people take it for granted, you know, even the players. I tell the guys all the time, man, there's fans out here that have on their wish list and their death list to watch a game in Lambeau Field. And we play here every Sunday, so just don't take it for granted, man. Enjoy those days, man, because they don't last forever. But, you know, Green Bay definitely gave me a chance to change my family's history. And this is where I started at, man. I'll never forget Green Bay. This is my first home.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Because that's actually one of the questions I was going to ask you, but you just answered it. Is like how cool is it? Because I see it like even like the Bucks and the Brewers in Wisconsin. Right. We love them, but we're not. But the Packers just like next level. Like, oh yeah, it's like people like will wait. Like I remember my first time going to Lambeau Field, and like when you walk on the concession stand and it gets bigger. Just like the players when they walk into the tunnel. Right. You're walking and it gets bigger and bigger and just it's just insane to walk into Lambeau Field. And the fans here, like I got so many stories of seeing like players just around town. Yeah. Like you just like go to stadium and be like Nick Barnett would be there, and it was just imagine. Yeah, you just yell, "Oh, Nick!" and he waved you, and it's like the fans and the players are just it's just great. Like I've seen players at Bay Beach. That's like a little amusement park they have here.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And I remember being behind a player. My kids were little, and they're like, "Wow!" I think it was Kabir Bajamila, and he's like, "Wow, that's Kabir Bajamila." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Just don't say that. He's with his family." Right. So that's kind of like how it is. Like you don't just. I mean, at least I don't. I won't. If I see you at a restaurant, I'm not gonna run up on you. I'm like,
but still, like, what's the worst thing somebody can say to you is no. So why not go out and say, "Hey, can I have a picture with you?" Hey, I know you haven't done it. If they say no, just respect it. You know. Yeah. So I tell kids it all the time. So a lot of kids be afraid to approach me. I just say, "Look, well, I'm not gonna walk up to you and say, "Hey, do you want an autograph from me?"
Yeah, I know, right?
The worst thing somebody can do is tell you no. That's what I tell the kids all the time. Just ask. You know, just ask.
Yeah, as long as you're respectful and you're not just running up, like, "Hey, give me that." Exactly. But yeah, the worst thing to say. Because even like when I was at that training camp this year, I had that Bears Still Suck right. And I was on TV on NFL Network. Because I planted myself right behind the camera. And like people would walk up to me like, "Hey, you wearing a Bears Still Suck?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's hilarious. My dad said, you're a legend. I got to stand next to you." And then like some kids were walking up to me like, "Hey, can I have a picture of you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like stunned because that was the first time that ever happened. And then people were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, I make videos on.
Right. That's the same thing with me. Like you got people asking you to take pictures now. You know, you're from a small town. I was from a small neighborhood. Yeah. And the fact people ask me for an autograph or ask me for a picture, why wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because I could be at home sitting on the couch watching TV or something, or you know, I got an opportunity and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm excited to be here because you know. I know some people that would love to be in my position, love to be in my spot, so I just make sure that I say yes to as many people as I can. Like you said, I'm in your living room right now. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how many people probably got a picture of me in the living room that I've never met. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. You know, so why not represent a picture that somebody else has in their house for you? You know? Yeah.
And I love that. That's a great attitude because you never, especially as a football player, you never know when it's going to be. Exactly. With injuries and everything else. You never know. And then that's what I say about me. Like, there was no situation where I would say no to something. Like, I was in my son's basketball game, and these kids, it was the other team, they came up and they're like, "Hey, can I have a picture of you?" And I did it, and I felt weird because a lot of the parents don't know what I do. Right. So they were like, what's going on over there? I felt super weird, but I'm like, what am I going to say no? And there was like 3 or 4 kids. And one kid was shaking. I was like, "Dude, I work at a cheese factory." You better,
hey, at least they're asking. At least they're wondering what's going on.
Oh yeah, I would never say no because who am I to say no? Right. Like, I'm just grateful people even know who I am.
Right. What do you think about the new head coach?
Actually, I like it. Yeah. I don't know a lot about him because I always tell people ask me, I'm like, I am not a stat guy. Right. I couldn't like read down all the, but I think that's good that we have a young guy and. Hopefully him and Aaron are going to get some creativity, or he's going to get the creativity, and Aaron's going to...
They're going to light it up, man. They're going to light it up. And they got a lot of young receivers. They got Devontae Adams. Yeah. They got a special running back group.
Yo, Aaron Jones, like I
12,
think,
man.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, I think is going to just light it up. I think people don't even realize like he didn't get a whole lot of action, so give him the amount of carries he should have. I think he's gonna. And actually, he follows me on Instagram.
Oh, he do.
That was like he followed me actually because of you. A few players started following me, but he actually I messaged him one day about doing a podcast, and he might jump on. He said,
you see how easy that is, man. It's about connections. It's about resources.
Well, people ask me, like, these kids, and I know a lot of kids listen to this, they ask, like, how do you get the players' attention? And I always say is, be positive. Right. Message, comment on their stuff, and say nice things. I mean, be real. I mean, don't be lying, like, oh, you're whatever, but just say nice things, and if they see it, they'll respond. If they don't...
We know good people when we see them.
Yeah, it's like...
It's energy. You can feel it. You can feel people around you if they're for you, if they're for you or they're not.
Yeah, exactly. If someone, just be nice, because like that's one thing I'm trying to do. Like with this little attention I have, like I made a thing on my story because at the school there's this challenge going on where kids are hurting themselves, and other people. I don't want to say the name because I know kids searching it and then doing it, but I made a thing like stop doing challenges because the little bit of attention I have, I know a lot of them are kids. Most of the people that follow me on Instagram are kids, and it's like just don't hurt yourself, you know, and anything else too.
They're watching this. They're watching on every move. So
that's
why you got to try to set an standard that you would want your child to follow behind.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you to set the perfect standard, but set the standard that you want your young and your kids to follow behind. You know, everybody's writing their own story. Don't let nobody else write it for you. Write your own story.
Yeah, exactly it. And then I always try to tell, because these kids today get such a bad rap. Like that, people are, oh, millennials and and they're this and that, and I was like don't listen to that because like every generation gets crapped on. Right. My generation got crapped on, but maybe we deserved it.
That's everybody though, man.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming to my house and.
I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad I got to see you, man. Finally, man. We've been ducking and dodging each other for the longest.
Oh yeah,
I was looking for you one time at the beach when you meet me at the beach, and I've just been frustrated since then. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come find you. And I come out here in the snow and find you, and I did just that.
Actually, we were talking about meeting up right before you got traded.
Yep, we were. We were. Yep, we supposed to come down. You in the game.
Yeah. I was gonna bring my kids, but
they had a basketball game or something.
Yeah, there's always. I think they're in the playoffs. There's always, and then I was gonna go to the inside the huddle. Yeah. They had homecoming.
Oh yeah.
And it was my younger boy's first homecoming night. He took a girl.
So we've been trying to get up.
So I can't miss that.
We've been trying to get up for a minute.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're here. I actually, my wife was telling me, she's like, you gotta go to the store and get food. I was like,
man, no, we good, man.
I know, but it was funny because I was like, I made a little video. I sent it to a few friends. I'm like, I don't know what NFL athletes eat. I just know they're not what I eat.
Man, you see this cup, man? I hate to get a free cup, but this is a McDonald's cup. This is McDonald's. And I got people I got family members that, work at McDonald's as well. So, bacon, quarter pounder.
Hey, I love me some McDonald's.
Yeah. Pizza Hut, man, we eat whatever, man. Whatever's good. Whatever I feel like eating chicken wings, I don't have a strict diet. At least I don't have to.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
What were you asking me earlier about the interview I had?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you this. That interview you had where you said, I forget what the question was, but you said, it doesn't matter, I won't be here next year. Mm-hmm. What did you mean by that? Because I know what I think you meant, and a lot of other people think you meant.
Otherwise, right. So, in the beginning of this, before the season even started, I was getting questioned about, what's my future? What do I think about the future? And I just told them, I've been here for 5 years. I watched Michael Hyde, Casey Hayward. I watched great players who give it all, disappear when it's time for a new contract. So all I said was, I got to go out here and play this game like it's my last. Each and every game, I got to play like it's my last because I don't know if I'll be here next year. So if I'm trying to set a resume and I'm trying to, put on my best interview for the first 16 games, that's what I have to do. Because every game was an interview for me, so I had to go out there and put my best film on tape. And I was getting to it, man. I was off to a great start here. And Mike Pettin, man, he was something. Mike Pettin had me running around, man. It was awesome playing for Mike Pettin. He had me flying around, making plays, letting me do what I wanted to do out there, and it was awesome, man. He had a scheme, man, and he would attack people how he knew how to, and it was awesome playing for Mike. Yeah,
I think that I like him a lot. I think as the years go on, that defense is going to get great.
Oh yeah, man, that front seven. If they bring back Mo Wilkerson along with the healthy Mike D, and Kenny Clark was off to a great start, And not even to mention the young pass rushers that nobody really knows about.
Yeah.
You know, Fackel and Gilbert. Those two are dominant players that haven't really seen much playing time. I think Fat kind of got off to a good start this year. Last season, I think he had 10 sacks. That's a good season.
Yeah, I think the second year he's going to get better. I think Alexander's I think he's going to be the best corner in the league.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 2-3, man. He's feisty, man. The sky's the limit for him, man. He's a young corner. I think if they bring a guy like Tremont back to continue to show these guys how to be a pro, I think the sky's the limit for all of those young guys.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing is having older. That's why I think the receiving group was good for so long because Donald Driver was there,
right?
And he taught, and then the next guy teaches the next guy, and I mean, they all know how to play. But when young guys come in and they see that's how you do it, because this guy's a pro, and so I think that's huge.
I think it'll be fun, man. So all the young guys getting ready to come into Green Bay, Wisconsin, have fun, stay warm. It's a real fun atmosphere to play in. It's one of a kind. Don't take these moments for granted, man. Have fun doing it. Play together. And good luck.
Yeah, and bring a coat. Because I remember for a lot of years, I think a lot of players didn't want to come to Green Bay because it's cold. But I definitely want all of them to come to Green Bay. We get another trophy.
It's coming.
Well, is there anything else that you want to talk about? I know you're a busy guy. You gotta.
No, man. I had to come see you, man. I was happy to walk through the.
Yeah, I'm more excited just to see you than the podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
I know you didn't.
hang out.
I know you didn't, but
we gotta make a video.
Let's make one right now. Then. Let's get to it. Let's make a video.
All right, I'm gonna. Hey, thanks for tuning into the podcast.
Yeah, this is Ha Ha Clinton Dix. We checking out of here, man.
Yeah, Ha Ha Clinton Dix in the house, literally.
Woo woo.